I heard a number of people talking about Mademoiselle Rochas, and particularly the eau de parfum version, which is what this one is. So I looked for ages before I bought this because it's one of those situations where I was quite sure that this was a risky blind buy for me. Um, I didn't want it to be. I liked the sound of some of the notes, but I just, it's one of those ones where sometimes you hold back on something because you think you probably won't like it, and the chances are you were right. And I don't massively dislike this, but I also weirdly don't like it. So this is the box anyway. This is a lovely box. I waited until I could get this for under £30, and I think I snapped it up for, sorry, knocking my thing. I think I snapped it up for about £27. It says inside my French chic. I've already got a sprayer in here, good. So they've got it in the back as well, my French chic. This is the bottle, Mademoiselle Rochas. Is it Russia? I think it's probably Russia. So this one, I really struggle to kind of work out what it is I don't like about this one. I've got a deep dry down here, and I don't know, I feel bad saying this because lots of people talk about this as if it's quite special and interesting, but I think this one's a little bit generic. I feel like I've smelt this perfume many times, at least the deep dry down. I feel like the deep dry down smells very familiar to me. Let's have a look. It's been compared to Lanvin Eclat de Nuit, YSL Baby Doll, Chanel Chanso Tondra, not so much, Irresistible, not really. Daisy, maybe that's because the deep. Oh, there's a Misty Ore. Yeah, so maybe because of the deep dry down of this, people think it smells like quite a few other perfumes, and therefore to me it smells a little bit generic. It doesn't really smell so generic in the top notes. So the notes of this one, let's have a little look. Top notes, candy apple, which was the bit I was particularly interested in, black currant, orange and lemon. Middle notes, rose, Egyptian jasmine. Base notes, vanilla, sandalwood, musk and ambergris. So, and again, possibly it's very, well, yes, I think it is in fact. In the very deep dry down, the mixture of the rose and the vanilla I don't like, and I can smell the jasmine quite a lot in the deep dry down of this. And as anyone who's watched my videos before knows, I do not really like jasmine. So I'm just going to give this another spray because this one is not going to stay with me. This will be leaving my collection. But, ooh, that was hang on. Oh, there we go. I thought, God, that's a terrible sprayer. It was just me being weak. So this is... I think it smells harsh when you first spray this. And I know that's coming from the blackcurrant, but there's something alcohol-y, which obviously isn't unusual in perfumes, but not necessarily in ones that are kind of £30 and over normally. And I got this from Luxe Perfumes, which is the cheapest place I could get it for this size. Normally you're going to pay 30 quid for like a, what's it called, a 30ml, but this is a 90ml, so they're definitely in the UK the best place to get this at the moment if they've still got it. It's really sharp, while also being a weird sweet rose in a way that, I mean, it's one of those that I can understand that other people like it, but I find this jarring. I did actually make some notes because I got this one a little while ago and I'm only just getting around to doing a video. So let's have a little look. I've got a lot of notes here on all different kinds. Here we go. Candy apple is very, very sweet. The blackcurrant is very, very sharp. And normally that creates a sherbety vibe that I quite enjoy, but I find in this one that this is fair enough, this is exactly what I thought. It feels like they're very separate and they're sitting next to each other, but they're not blending well together. I feel like It feels like in this perfume they're fighting each other, like the very sweet and the very sharp. Yeah, they just don't. They don't. Yeah, and then they're sitting on top of the flowers and the perfume and the vanilla. Sorry, and then I feel bad saying it, but it smells a little bit cheap to me. This one, and I love a good cheap perfume, but I don't necessarily like something that's like, you know, cheap but isn't actually financially cheap. And I can't get into this one, and possibly, I mean, let's be real, I don't like this on the paper. I just don't like it. And I didn't really like it on my skin. I very much felt like it was wearing me and not the other way around, you know? It just didn't. So possibly this is one of those situations where on some people, with their chemistry, it just smells amazing. But I just think if you want a fruity rose perfume, I think there are way better options than this. Like, I just can't get into this one. I'm just not keen. No offense to anyone who likes it, it just isn't. It just doesn't sit well with me. There's just something about these notes that I feel they're really clashing with each other. So yeah, I'm not keeping this one. But yeah, it was interesting to try it, but it's not my jam. I do quite like this ridged bottle. I mean, the overall look of it is not really my aesthetic, so I'm not keen on it. But you know, it was worth a try.